Hey Resonators! Okay, so I have yet another mini Storytime compilation of 2 Am I the A-hole stories about setting boundaries. So I haven't read either one of these stories, but the title alone makes me think that they're going to be pretty cringe. So you guys have to help me be the judge and let me know if you think these people are the a-holes or not. Also, make sure you stay to the end because I will be showing you the reveal of my newest mushroom. For this one I used rose quartz and fairy lights, and I'm so excited to show you guys how it turned out. Okay, so let's start out with story number 1. Am I the a-hole for demanding that my twin sister either change her lifestyle or make sure that everyone know that we're 2 separate people? I, 20 female, have an identical twin sister, Emma. We live together in an apartment while away from home for college. We've always been really similar, not just in appearance, but also in things that we enjoy, like stereotypical twins, I guess. We agree on everything except for when it comes to relationships. I'm not interested in relationships at all, not emotional or physical. Emma is the complete opposite. Ever since we started living here, she's been bringing another random guy or girl, or both, home like every other night. It makes me extremely uncomfortable, but since it's her own life, I don't think I really have the right to judge. Problem is that it's really beginning to affect my own life. Not only do I have to listen to her going at it every time, as we have very thin walls, but since we look particularly the same, even our names are similar, she's Emma and I'm Amelia, I'm getting the attention that was intended for her. She has a reputation about how easy she is to sleep with, and people are approaching me thinking that I'm her. My messages on social media are being filled with all kinds of obscene language and nude photos. When I reply saying I'm gonna report them, they get confused because of the good time that they had last night. Anytime I meet someone new, they only seem to be talking to me because they think that I'm my sister, and they expect some nighttime fun. As a result, I don't have any friends. I got really fed up with it yesterday and told my sister the way she acts is ruining my life. I told her that she needs to either change her lifestyle, or somehow she needs to make sure that whoever she sleeps with won't bother me and make it clear to everyone that we're not the same kind of person. In response, she told me that I need to mind my own business and that I shouldn't be such a prude, and that I should probably get around like her more often and I wouldn't be so uptight. It kind of escalated from there, resulting in me calling her a you-know-what, which is definitely an a-hole thing to say, but I lost my cool. Anyways, am I the a-hole for demanding that my sister change her way of living or otherwise make sure that her interactions with people don't affect me? So this one is actually really tough for me because I totally understand both sides. As they are both adult women, they both have the right to choose how they should live their lives. But I definitely can't blame OP for being bothered by her sister's lifestyle. Especially being twins, because me personally, I would not want the attention that her sister was getting. So the only advice that I could really give to these 2 is to find new roommates. I get that they're twins and they probably are really close, but their lifestyles are way too different for them to be able to live happily and peacefully together. That's just my opinion. I don't necessarily see an a-hole in the situation, but you guys let me know in the comments what you think, because I know this situation is actually a little bit hard to judge. Anyways guys, here's story number 2. Am I the a-hole for refusing to cook for my wife anymore after she ate 3 of my meal prep meals? In my household, my wife doesn't cook. She sucks at it, and it's easier on our taste buds if I cook for us. Earlier this year, we both decided that it was time for us to get back in shape. I decided to research for some macro/calorie-friendly cooking recipes and got big into meal prepping. My wife stuck with it for a few weeks, but ultimately decided to quit. Luckily, this wasn't too much of an issue for me. She's a nurse and frequently works much later than I do, as typically my workday is from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I would make my meal prep meals for the week on my day off, and then I would make dinner like I did prior. When I meal prep, I make 6 days worth of 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just swap around lunch and dinner. Last week, I had to leave Thursday for work and I planned on coming back Friday. When I got back Friday morning, I stopped by my house to grab anything that I would need before heading out to the office. Now this day trip was known for weeks in advance, so I didn't spring it on my wife. I figured that she would be able to make sure that she and our kids got dinner that night and breakfast the next morning. Friday morning, I get home and I'm running late, so I run to grab my last breakfast and lunch for the week, but they're gone. I don't have time to ask my wife, nor do I want to wake her up early before her shift, so I just go. I end up skipping breakfast and lunch. When I get home from work, I'm starving, so I just decide that I'm going to eat my dinner early. When I go to look for the dinner for the night, it's not there. This is what set me off. When my wife gets home, I ask her what's up and she admits to eating the meals. I tell her that I had portioned out food for an entire day and she ate all of them in a single night. She said that it was my fault that I didn't make anything for her and the kids to eat for dinner, so she just decided that they would eat those. We got into a huge argument and she told me that I was being selfish. So now I decided that if I'm being selfish for expecting her to feed herself for one night, I would just not cook for her anymore, and I'm doing a lot of work for a selfish person. For the past week, I made my meal prep meals and stored them at work and let her figure out what she's gonna do for dinner by herself. Of course, I still cook for our kids, but only one small portion that's enough to just feed him. I told her I would keep this up and that she needs to learn to cook for herself if she's not happy about it. She told me that she's too tired when she comes home from work to cook and that I'm being incredibly petty. I think I'm justified and I'm pushing her to learn a new life skill that she should have already had by now. So am I the a-hole? Oh my gosh, okay, so I have to quickly say that it is so weird that there are some married couples that behave like this. All a-holes aside, being petty like this will only cause more issues in a marriage. So I have to say that OP isn't necessarily the a-hole for not cooking for her, and I definitely wouldn't be cooking for her myself. His wife is so entitled to expect her husband to cook for her, especially since they both have jobs. I mean, in my opinion, as adults, it's on you to figure out what you're gonna eat for dinner every day. She was lucky that her husband was willing to cook for her every night in the first place. So no, I definitely don't think that he's the a-hole for deciding not to cook for her anymore. The only issue for me is that it's really petty the way he handled it. I know I wouldn't be having to hide my food at work from my husband. We would have had a serious conversation about it so that the situation didn't escalate anymore. But the wife, on the other hand, is an 8 out of 10 a-hole for even expecting her husband to cook for her and to be so ungrateful about it. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Also, you have to let me know what you think about the final results of my newest mushroom. So this one, okay, I really liked the final results. It's kind of a fail though, and I'll tell you why. So during the video, you might have seen the part where I was trying to perfectly match the color of the pink to the rose quartz crystals. And I thought I had the color perfectly matching, but once I poured it all into the mold, it was just a little bit brighter of a pink than I was expecting. So I decided to fill in the outlines with white acrylic paint, and I think that helped balance it out a little bit. But I need to try this out again so I can make the perfect rose quartz pink. So let me know what you guys think about the final results in the comments and rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. You guys really don't understand how much it means to me. I absolutely love making this content for you guys. I love the stories, I love the art. So thank you guys so much for watching. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. Make sure that you stay kind, stay amazing, and do something nice for somebody today. Not only will it make their day, but it'll make your day a lot better too. All right, besties, deuces.